everybody.
Hey everybody, this is Ellie and Mike, and we're here in Santa Fe, and we're putting together another video for everybody, and really appreciate everybody's feedback that we've been getting in support of these things that we're doing. Even though a lot of this videos are just keeping our own mental space, which gives me something really to look forward to, hanging out with Elle and dancing and spreading some information that hopefully is useful for those people at home that are wanting to work on or learn some swing dance stuff. So our intention is to keep bringing you some of these videos. And as far as in the future, we're going to be maybe like mixing it up a little bit, maybe doing some Balboa or some partner Charleston, just kind of mixing it up, things that we probably see at a lot of social dances, when hopefully those happen again.
So
anyhow, what we're gonna do is show you guys a little bit more Lindy Hop, which is gonna be the 8 count patterns in Lindy Hop. And what we're gonna do is show you guys inside and outside turns. So when we teach a series in basic Lindy, jockey, circle, swing out, going from closed to open, from open to open, and open to closed, using those 8 count patterns is our foundation. But as we start to work up into learning moves and spins, now we start talking about inside and outside turns with an 8 count pattern. Now, these moves are based on how Ellie and I personally do Lindy Hop. I know there's a lot of different ways to do a lot of very similar things. And so this particular style Lindy Hop that we do is just based on how we dance and our own experiences and what has been working for us for these 50 years now that we've been teaching. Pretty much. So anyhow, how we teach these moves is based on teaching the technique of how to communicate what we're asking for, how to use that conversation of partner dance to kind of give and receive these requests for the turns. So if you have any questions about the basic on our structure of our basic Lindy Hop, please check out the link that we can put in for our basic Lindy Hop, and that'll give you a good idea about the foundation of how we're doing these inside and outside turns. So anyway, without further ado, what we're going to do is break down inside and outside turns in 8 count Lindy Hop. All right, guys, so we're going to just dance it out. We're going to show you the moves, and then we'll break them down in a second. We're going to do these moves with our backs to you so you guys can follow along at home as best you can. All right, so we're going to start with our jockey. On 1, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. On 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That gets us out to open position. Now what we're going to do is from open position, I'm going to give Ellie an outside turn. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Lift and outside turn. That really puts me into that overhand dance position. So what I'm going to do now is, as I invite Ellie in for a swing out, I'm going to connect with my right hand and fix my left. Right? That way I'm not trying to pull her in and adjust the hand at the same time. But then I could do is just do a swing out or a circle. In this case, I'll send her out to open position. So let me show you guys what that looks like from this angle too. So we're going to go jockey, a triple, a 1, 2, a triple, inside turn. Lift the hand, around she goes. And now an outside turn, triple, outside turn, and then a circle to close, fixing the hand, around we go, back to the closed position. All right, let's break it down for Mel.
okay.
We're going to do this with our backs to you so you can do it along with us at home. So we're going to start with our jockey step. I'm going to go rock, a triple, little merengue, and back we go. From a basic, a triple, a 1, 2, triple step. Now what I'm going to do is the first half of what I would call a swing out. Rock step, I'm going to triple in front of Elli, keeping my hand up high on her shoulder blade, left hand nice and low by our hips, just to the outside. Now, what I'm going to do to prep for my inside turn is lift my left hand up, making sure that Elli keeps her elbow down. And what I'm going to do is just rotate my hand inside of Elli's hand so that my thumb is on the downside. This is also, we could call that looking at our watch technique, right? So I'm lifting my left hand up just outside Elli's shoulder and rotating my hand inside of her so that my thumb is on the downside. Now, it's going to be important to make sure we tuck that thumb because we don't want to jab our partner in the top of the head with our thumb, hopefully, right?
You don't want to do that.
Yeah, okay, good, confirmed. All right, so what I'm going to do is that jockey step. I'm going to rock a triple, 1, 2, triple step. Then I'm going to take that rock step. I'm going to triple in front of Elli. This would be considered count 3 and 4 while rotating that left hand. Now, what I'm going to do now is take my right hand and invite Elli to walk on forward. As she walks on forward, I get out of the way. I bring that left hand over the top of her head and then relax into the 7 and 8, which would be that settling out into open position. Now, let's try that again. I'm going to do that from the rock, jockey step. A triple, 1, 2, triple step. Then I'm going to take the rock step, triple around in front, rotate my left hand, now leading from my right hand to invite Elli forward as I get out of the way. I'm going to step across the track on count 6, and we both settle back into the 7 and 8. All right, here's how it's going to, let's try it. Now I'm going to show you all the way through without stopping. Here it goes. I'm going to go jockey, a triple, a 1, 2, triple, and a 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
So follows, we have our jockey step, rock step, a triple, a single, single, triple. Then the lead is going to cut us off on the first triple step here. We stay in place and we're looking for contact on our left shoulder blade. That's where we're following from. Then the lead sends us down the track and we step straight forward and then we step down the track one more time, sideways, and anchor step. That's the follows part.
Anything else you want to throw out there?
Let's see. It's very important not to raise your elbow here, thinking you're going outside. Keep the elbow down, follow from your shoulder blade. We go down, we go all the way out to where we're maxed out in our position and keep maxed out on the last triple step. Staying away from our partner, hips back. All
right, thank you, El. All right, so now we're going to talk about the outside turn. Now, another way to think about, the terminology of what's an inside turn and what's an outside turn. Now, keep in mind, from your closed position, you have a closed side and an open side. So if either one of you is turning towards the closed side, like if Elli was bringing her right shoulder forward, that would be considered an inside turn toward the closed side of the closed position. If I was going to do an outside turn, I'm going to turn towards the open side of the closed position, which in this particular case is my left shoulder coming back. So if I'm pulling my left shoulder back in a turn, that would be considered an outside turn, right? Elli, if she was pulling her right shoulder back, that would be an outside turn for the follows, just so you know. So we're going to do an 8-count outside turn from closed position. So it starts like this. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so on that count 4, you notice I haven't prepped anything that tells Elli that something else is happening yet. Because what I want to do is use the natural rotation from count 4 to count 5. That's when I'm going to lift up my left hand just to the outside of Elli's right shoulder. Okay? Basically, if I lift the hand up in front of her shoulder, she's going to think that that might be an inside turn. So I want to lift her right hand to the outside, which, you see what she did? Right away, she looked towards that right hand to say, what the heck are you doing, Mike? All right?
It's like an outside turn.
Right, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift that left hand, my left hand, her right hand to the outside so that she knows that she's turning into that arm in the outside direction. So let me show you what that looks like here. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4, inviting Elli into my right hand. I'm going to lift my left hand up on count 5. And then as I step across the track as much as I can, obviously I don't want to step on Elli, but I'm going to give access to that space as I step forward my left as Elli steps down the track on count 6. And then we end up with our anchor step on 7 and 8. Let me show you that again. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Lift my left hand up. Roll Elli to the outside. She's stepping down the track on 6. And 7 and 8 is the anchor step. Now, I'm talking about my left hand for that outside turn, but the lead really comes from my right hand. It's very sneaky. It looks like this. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, I'm really trying to make sure that Elli settles back into my right hand because here is where I really lead this move from. So as I lift my left hand up on 5, Elli's rolling off my right hand because my right hand is where I'm really giving her the most momentum down the track, 7 and 8. Now, before the video, Elli was like, oh, I think I want to go over the outside turn free spin. And I was like, no way, Elli, that's going to take too long in the video. But it's really a valid and a good idea, Elle, to talk about the outside turn free spin because just like what I'm talking about, the momentum of this turn is all from my right hand as a lead. 1, 2, 3, and 4. In fact, if I wasn't even contacting Elli at all here, and I still did this motion, letting her roll off my hand, it's going to be the same motion, which goes to show the effort is not in that high hand, it's in the low hand as you work with the momentum that rolls her off your hand. So, let's try that again. Let me show you what I'm talking about. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm lifting the hand really just to let Elli know she's going under the hand and I'm holding on to that hand. Right? If I didn't do this at all, it's the same move, even without that contact, where I'm inviting Elli to roll off my hand. So I'm putting them both together. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. I lift my left hand as I let her roll off my right hand, 6, 7, and 8 to finish the move. But then again, I'm still going to be in an overhand dance position. So what I want to do here is I want to connect 1, 2, connect, and then fix the hand. And then around we go to finish the 8 count pattern or 6 count pattern. It's really up to you at that point.
All right, so now we're going to go over the outside turn from the follower's perspective. So we're going to come from this direction, and the lead is going to cut me off just like any normal 3 and 4. Then I'm making sure I'm settled back into my shoulder blade. On the 5, the hand raises, and I look at it, but I'm still connected to the shoulder blade. On the 6, I roll off the shoulder blade, the hand on the shoulder blade, stepping down the track. 7 and 8 is maximum open position.
Awesome. And when you talk about that anchor step, what's the feeling for you for that anchor step? Like when you're finishing that outside turn, and then you're thinking like, what's happening next?
So basically, I just want to be connected to my partner through the hand, settling back into my hips, and not anticipate that I'm coming forward right away. So
or locking
7
the arm
and 8,
out.
or going too far and locking the arm out. I feel like it's grounded.
Totally. All right, so one other thing I think would be really worth talking about here is I've been working from closed position, but it's also going to be important to know how to work this inside and outside turns from open position as well. Now, there's a very important thing to think about here when you're talking about the inside turn, the one you prep on like 3 and 4. That's going to be really important when you're doing this socially. What happens very commonly in a social dance is people think, okay, I want to do that 8 count inside turn. So they start bringing their partner in, but then lifting the hand too early, which what that tells Elli is, this is probably going to be a 6 count inside turn. And if I was trying to catch her back, that wouldn't go well. So what I want to do here is I want to catch Elli with my right hand before I prep with the left hand. It goes like this. I'm inviting Elli in on the 1. 1, 2, 3. All right, I've caught Elli on her back here, so now I have a secure connection, and then I can prep with the left hand, and then follow through with the inside turn from there. So let me show you what that looks like again. I'm inviting Elli in. I'm going to catch with my right, and then prep with my left. I'm coming in. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right? So I catch, then prep. Catch with my right, prep with the left, and then follow through to open position. All right, let me show you what that looks like all the way through. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, guys, we're going to dance that for you one more time. It's going to go like this. Jockey. Boom. Da-da. Inside turn. Down she goes. And an outside turn. A 5, 6. And then a circle. A 3, fix the hand, and back we go. And do it again. All right, Elle.
All right, Mike.
I think we're going to call that another video.
Okay.
Guys, thank you so very much for checking out these videos. We're going to try to work together a format so we can vote on what other videos you guys want us to make, and so we can stay busy. And anyway, thank you, Elli, so much for making some time to dance with this goofball today. And it's another beautiful day in Santa Fe. I'm really thankful to have this opportunity and the means to make some dance videos. And I hope you guys are getting some value out of these videos. And we're going to keep them coming. So I appreciate your time, and thank you, everybody. And we'll talk to you again very soon. Thank you very much.